here's a little video of the workflow that we're going to use to complete off the project. So we'll make the assumption that you already got the core layers loaded. So the campus boundary, quad lines, building footprints, ortho will come from the URL, and the mascot ground control points. Assuming that's done, this is what this workflow will show you is how do you do the team layers, right? The ones that you guys have decided to capture on top of those core layers. So first I want you to create, and I'll do videos of each of these steps, but I want you to create your models in PG Modeler. And so that'll be your PIM, Platform Independent Model. So we'll use a PG Modeler as a platform independent tool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to implement with QGIS using shapefiles. So we're going to make a physical, so platform specific model, shapefile, and we'll do QGIS to do that. And the concept here is that we will use this shapefile as this, to seed the layer in GeoNode, so that we have something that can be uploaded to GeoNode. It'll create the tables back in our Postgres database for us. We're going to skip at this time the direct connect, just because the manage tool, update layers, is failing inside the Django container of our install. So we'll do this manually in that. And so we'll use this shapefile to upload to GeoNode, which will create the layers in our server Postgres database. It will also create the metadata links. It'll set the geofence rules in GeoServer and publish the layer for us as well. Okay, but we're going to, just in case, we're going to add one feature to our shapefile, just so that there's one in there in case it says, hey, there's no data in this file, I don't want to do anything. So force it to at least get one feature in there. Then what we can do is upload that shapefile to GeoNode, so that will through the GeoNode web front end, right? Like I said, it will create the layer in Postgres. It will publish that layer in GeoServer. In GeoServer, it will also set the geofence rules for that people can access it. Then it also will put in the metadata links so that you can fill the metadata in. So it'll take care of all that. Instead of us trying to do all that manually, if we just go through the web interface, all that gets handled for us. Once the layer is in our database, then we can use QGIS, Postgres connection, to add the remaining features. And the idea is once it's in there, you are in a relational database, you are in a multi-user editing environment, which means all your team members can now connect to the database and be adding features to the table and that sort of thing. And so with this technique, we should get the layers in cleanly and register properly with the right permissions, or the correct permissions. But then we can also come through, once it's registered, we can use QGIS to edit, okay, which might be much faster in that. So that's all I wanted to go over, was the basic workflow of how we're going to get your layers designed then into the system. And then once they're in, then we can use QGIS to add the remaining features in. For now, this concludes this video.